Hello and welcome back to Better Than Adventure. Last time, I built this wrong. Today, it's already fixed. I didn't want to do that, but I also got a little bit bored, so while I was waiting to do this, I also quickly went back to the mansion and brought myself a little chest with me. Now you may be wondering, what is in this chest? The fuck? Yeah, I'll just bring it over there. It's a little thing that'll help us later, okay? No, I'm kidding, it's a bunch of slate that I cooked from all the cobblestone that I have from the previous underground projects. So yeah, I'm going to be adding some slate bricks or whatever. Ooh! Oh wait, that's not a dog, that's a wolf. Hold on. I think I have some bones somewhere. Yeah, I have 2 of them. Where's that dog? Come here, come here, come here, come here. Yes! They all have the same music disc, but I don't care. I have... How many dog music discs do I have? Let's see. 3, 4, 5. Is there one in basically... Fuck it, okay. I'll put one in this one because there's no music disc here. Okay. So now comes the very important question of how am I actually gonna, like, design that. Over here, I've cooked a decent chunk more of the stone. However, I ran into the slight problem of, well, I didn't know what to do with it. Because I had this idea to construct a large structure, but what now? And there are a few options that I had in my head. I'm gonna have to go back and get some more torches, by the way. Because the issue I'm facing is that I'm sort of starting a build that, in my mind, is pretty cool. But I don't know how you would ever finish it. So here's the idea, here's the plan. We're going to add, like, another sort of layer. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try to do, like, a sort of grid structure. Every 2 of these. Yeah, for, like, the internal grid. Let me get up so I can show you what I mean. So we'll be using just these 2 sides. So basically, I'll signify them with, like, 2 extra torches, right? So from here, this would be the central one. Then this one, you know, I just have to make... Oh. Come on, take me up. Yeah, I just have to, make sure that works. Also, it's kind of funny how the things which make Minecraft, like, that much better are really small. Stuff like water disappearing slower than it appears, which I don't actually know if it's intentional or not, but it allows us to, like, climb using water buckets, which otherwise wouldn't really be possible. So wait, oh. So I would need, like, 2 gap? Yeah, okay, so I'd have to do it like this. I would have to go horizontally like that. And, I think I'm fine with that, yeah. We can have something big in the center, so maybe, yeah, okay. And tell you what, I'm going to use the F3 menu here and only place down a torch once we reach light level, yeah, 0. Also, it's interesting how this is like... We have a light level of 13, when, I think torches do 15 in the modern versions, which is interesting. Maybe that's a part of the reason why the game seems a lot dimmer? I don't necessarily know. Would be interesting to test. Then... 2... 1... But I think what I'll do is I'll go over there and redo the same sort of thing to make it kinda symmetrical, you know? Come on. Yeah, I don't know. Just having, like... I feel like a huge reason old Minecraft specifically took off is because of the lack of objectives. And, that kind of... I feel like that's kind of what made Minecraft a lot more mysterious, you know? Because when there is no story, humans will just invent one. You know? Like, how did the trees appear here? Why are there trees? And then somebody thought of a story. Maybe to, keep their child entertained. And then that turned into folklore. And because of that, we have, like, an early, like, proto-religion, which, like, respects trees as a part of the environment. Humans are like that. And in a similar way with, Minecraft folklore, we had people building towers and totems to ward off evil spirits, except the evil spirit was fucking Herobrine. And it's really funny saying, yeah, warding off evil spirits, parentheses, Herobrine. But that's human nature. It is in our nature to, tell stories, to, scare other humans, you know? And, it's actually quite sweet, in a lot of ways. I understand that maybe it is not the most... Hold on, 8, 8, 9, 8, 8... So 8, 8, 9, and then there's 8, 7, 9, right? 8, 7, 8. Hold on. Yeah. I'll move this one closer to here. So that'll be 492, 503, 506, 223. Do I want it like this? No, I'll do it like this. So it goes to 7 here. Yeah, and then it'll go to 7 here. So, no. So wait, it's, 493, 503, 506, 518. We can use that as a base for the next one. That one's over here. Oh yeah, I should probably remove the double torches. But yeah. Like, it is kind of funny why people drew, fucking, like, not drew, but people made genuine, like, anti-Herobrine crosses to ward him away, which... Why would a cross keep Herobrine away? I don't know. Maybe he's, you know, fedora wearing. Maybe he's a child, and he's afraid of the youth pastor. Who knows? But theoretically, it was a community, And I find it kind of interesting, specifically, like, with a lot of the older sort of community stuff like that. I feel like a lot of that's kind of gone. Partially because there are no good cryptids anymore, like... What was that? Like, there was only Herobrine, and Herobrine only worked because he was iconic. You know, and that's kind of a bit of a cop-out, saying it was only popular because it was popular, but it's kind of true. The original White Eyes myth was cool, but it was a little bit too undercooked. You know, it didn't have the personification of Herobrine. It was just like a wild entity. It didn't have any, like, intents or goals or whatever. So it kind of fell off because people didn't really give that much of a shit about it. And then you had, like, Entity 303, which is fucking hilarious. I remember there was a kid who made, like, a PowerPoint presentation trying to pass it off as real. And then, like, in the midst of the video, the kid had, like, his, like, little brother or something screaming, and, like, there was yelling in the background, which you could hear. But the kid was just, like, trying to play it off like it wasn't there. He didn't, like, stop the recording to, you know, ask them, hey, can you please calm down? I'm recording something. No, he just ignored them. And it's really funny. But yeah, like, there was that, there was Null. And then that's basically that. There was also, like, from modern times, I remember there's this one fucking name which me and my ex keep quoting, which was like, there was this random fucking video one of us found. I don't remember who it was. But it was called, like, Simon 012, Notch's secret brother. And the image was like a Steve with an analog horror, semi like Germasus face, and it's like, come on, that's not what horror is. You know what'd be truly scary in Minecraft? Just having, like, how do I explain this? One thing which makes modern Minecraft not as scary is all the tools that the player has at their disposal. Back in the day, when there was no, like, easy access to creative mode, when there was no really quick and cheap, you know, access to stuff like sprinting, you know, faster movement options, things were a lot scarier. Like, I know, in my underground base, right? If I fucking heard something, like, scrounging around down there, for some reason, I'd be terrified. I wouldn't know where that was. I remember hearing a creeper fall. It was in some nearby cave that was still unlit, but that was terrifying, because it's a creeper. I don't know where it is. I don't have any way to really protect myself from it. There's no shield. And I know that if it catches me with my pants down, I won't really be able to evade it in the same way I could evade it in the modern versions. So what did I do? I didn't really do anything. I figured it was in a cave. But yeah, this is the sort of stuff that you really can't do in, you know, the old not in the old version, sorry, in the new versions, because they're just so different from the, like, OGs, in the sense that everything is fuller, you have way more abilities, you're way more powerful, and there's no, like, there's not this level of vulnerability, nor is there this level of, like, I guess fear. Because to be completely honest with you, one of the big things which makes older Minecraft eerier is sort of like a combination of factors. In Better Than Adventure, one thing which can make the game feel a little bit eerier than, you know, vanilla Minecraft is just the fact it has a lot of the weather effects. And combining that with the complete silence and solitude of a lot of beta, it leaves the player more alone with their thoughts, which can make them more scared of things which aren't there. Like, for instance, if I was playing this in the modern version, you know, I could have villagers with me, I could, have some nice gamer tunes, that sort of stuff. But in these versions, I don't really have any of that. I mean, I could listen to my own music, or very rarely, I can have music pop up in the game, but that's it. I don't get the same sort of, like, groovy tunes. Things aren't as alive. I can't really, you know, we don't have mob farms even, because mobs will despawn if you don't name tag them. And, all of that kind of results in a game where the only other existing entity is you. Oh, great. All of this block placement, this is the first one I mess up. And yeah, like, the issue is, all the, like, other enemies are basically... Oh. Basically, yeah, all of the other enemies are just, you know, kind of whatever. Actually, wait, if I do this... Because I know this is one off. So now these torches, if I do this, will have... Yeah, this will basically be... Oh, yeah, the perfect... The golden ratio. Okay. Like, the issue we run into, I think, is just that, the game is way too big for, what do we have, you know, for what we had, like, back then versus today. Because these days, it's so easy to just kind of feel safe. Like, if the worst comes to it, I have an elytra, I have fireworks in my hotbar, I hit space twice, look up, and hit right-click, and I'm out of there. I don't have to worry about horrific creatures with, evil intentions swallowing me whole, because I can just fly away. I can't really do that with, you know... Why is that one closer? By one? Wait. No, it's actually further away by one. What? Okay. What's happening here? I'm gonna put it so it's closer to the inside. But wait, okay, wait a minute. So this is... Both of these should be... Oh, no, because I haven't moved... No, I did move the torches. Oh, because those torches aren't moved. I'm stupid. I'm gonna go move them. Nah, it's fine, it's fine. I'll just keep these closer to the outside, right? Yeah. Actually, no, I'll keep them... There we go. That's gonna make everybody happy. But yeah. I've been taking some time, but it's kind of difficult to properly put into words what I think is, like, the true big difference, purely because there's no singular big change. It's, mostly, like, a bunch of smaller changes that have sort of, you know, coalesced into a difference in mood. Like, because people will mention a lot of stuff, and all of it is true. The lighting model changing from, like, the grayscale one we have in beta to the colored one we have in the modern versions was a huge change. It made everything seem more colorful, but it also made everything kind of seem a little bit eerier. Seem a little bit less eerie, and it's a combination of factors. A combination which I feel this game does really well. You know, specifically the eeriness stuff. Like, okay, I am at, you know, a decent render distance right now, but none of this matters is if the game's weather system decides it's fog time, and I'm surrounded by fog. I mean, look at this. Like, is this not unnerving, you know? Is this not like... This would go into one of those videos that's, like, the guy walking around for, like, half an hour talking about... I mean, I guess I'm doing that, except I'm building. But, Yeah. This is for one of those videos. It is actually a brilliant image. Not even a little bit unnerving that like there is fog in the distance, but it is what it is. If I were thinking about things I could add to improve Better Than Adventure, as somebody who could contribute to something like this, with no OpenGL experience except fighting my own shaders, which didn't go well. But if I had to think of something which I could do, my general idea would be adding localized sort of fog. What I mean is basically trying to have fog values for each chunk when the weather decides to be foggy, right around the player. So you would have to somehow synchronize this across clients, which I feel like would be annoying, but what you could do is you could have like a different sort of level for each chunk, and that could sort of affect the render distance. So, like, I could, for instance, arrive at an island shrouded in fog, even if there's no real fog on the rest of the islands. Kind of annoying that the centerpiece is a little bit offset, but it's fine. I think we can start working on the next plan, which is another layer. But this layer, I think, will be the exact fucking same. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add a second layer of what I've been working on so far, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't count. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. So what I'm envisioning is a top platform of sorts up here, and underneath it, I'm envisioning like a bottom platform, or maybe even 2 entire bottom platforms completely shrouded in shadow with barely any light. So maybe this will go on for a while and I'll keep adding new floors to it. I think I'm going to waste a lot of stone on this, but it is mostly thoughtlessly placing blocks, so I think I'll be fine. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I think I am just gonna, like, go around placing the top structure, and then I'll add in the pillars later, you know? I'll actually, yeah, I'll leave some space for the pillars. Kinda like this. And then continue, because why not? I do... Oh, we're kinda close to the edge. That's fun. It's one of those things where I feel like having, like, these sort of colossal structures, even if they are really basic in terms of their design, just sort of seeing them can really be a little bit unnerving for some players. And I'm going to sort of steal that idea by only... No, actually, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm only going to be adding the second order, like, towers. You know, so it's only going to be the corner ones of the big blocks here. And the small blocks are just because, you know, jutting out of the ocean, the entire structure needs a bit more supports, right? Oh, I didn't even place any there. Oops. But yeah, that's sort of the idea. I know it's a little bit weird, but I feel like that's one of the things which I'm proud of in my Minecraft building skills. I can build some weird-ass shit, and that is, like, not something that a lot of people can do. I think it has to do with a bit of a sort of understanding for... I know some people are gonna laugh at this, but the liminal. Purely because, like, the sort of... I mean, it's not even liminality, is it? It's just a fancy way of saying... Most of the time when somebody says liminal, what they really mean is surreal. And yeah, I kind of really like surreal stuff. Just kind of seeing something and having it, like, kind of fuck with your head. I like that. But hey, it's the consequence of oh, and I'm not adding a central support here, I don't think. I can always add one later. So there's no point in adding one now. But yeah, that's the general sort of idea. And theoretically, in the future, I will actually build something up here. But for now, I am just going to finish this up. Like, internally, I mean. I would like to build, like, some kind of house on top. Or, like, what, you know, like, I want to have the area above just look like a normal plot of land, you know? So, if somebody would see it, they'd think to themselves, like, oh, wow, this guy has a house up here. Wowzers. Oh, by the way, I just realized I didn't actually build any torch things over there. Oh, I'm gonna have to go and fix that. Hold on. Oh, no. Yeah, hold on. So the trick to get down is to do this and then scale the waterfall. Okay. So, as I said, I want the smaller part to be on the inside. Here, once more. Oh, no, not here. Here, there's only one block of 0. There we go. So now we just have to go back through the completely not haunted fucking tree farm and find some more stone. Yes. What a wonderful, colossal, and in the future tall structure that will stand there above the landscape. Purposeless. I don't know, I feel like adding the structure around... I was gonna say structure around the structure, which is true, but, you know. I feel like it's a good idea to add it. I'm just going back to see... because I think I have some more stone. By the way, I love how the nether looks with max color correction. It should be at 50. I set it to 100. Holy shit. Because it's color corrected to, like, red. The blood filter. I don't know. It looks really good. I feel like this is, like, one of the things that Minecraft should have focused on more. It's just a lot moodier. And making your block game... making your block game moody... it's just the logical thing to do. Because it's a block game. It has to be... it's kind of like a... oh, we have... oh. I thought that was sand. But yeah, it's kind of like a rocket that isn't pointy. There's no point. And similarly, if it's not moody, well... why'd you have one in the first place? Yeah, dude, maybe I should add one of these to the nether. No, do not pass go and collect 200. Oh, yeah, by the way, oh, yeah, this is how it looks at Gamma 200 normally, yeah. By the way, I know I mentioned this earlier, but, when I play on my own, depending on what I'm doing, I either have the brightness set to 200 or to 100. If I'm doing stuff which, like, requires me to see very clearly, and, that sort of stuff, I'm going to, you know, run it... well, that's concerning. I'm going to, like, run the game with, you know, max brightness or whatever, if I just need to see what I'm doing. But if I'm actually, you know, just running around, kinda doing whatever, and it doesn't really matter, then obviously I am just going to you know, use the moody sort of, like, there's no point in using this lighting. This I can't see anything with, but this lighting, it's fine. Not if your eyes don't get used to it, then it's gonna look a little bit weird, but, generally, it's fine. Now, can I carry this within a minecart? Yes! Yeah, this is the best way to carry resources. Well, the shulker box is really useful. We need to find a way to let you carry your shulker box, and to also let you, you know, not have too many shulker boxes. Well, do I have the idea for you, Mojang? Even though I do kind of like how, for some reason, you can use the arrow keys to look around. So, I know this looks weird, but if you hit end to equalize it, you can kind of have the left and right look like in an old FPS game, right? With, like, just completely static speeds of left and right look. Oh. Okay, it's fine. Here you go. Oh, there's... Oh, there's... I'm gonna have to toss these back in here so I can have enough space for the nether coal. Which I am lucky that I have raided quite a lot when I was here before, because I'm definitely going to need it. It is kind of funny how, some people were probably looking at me, oh yeah, I only need 2 per for this. Like, if some people were probably watching me, like, stockpile all the nether coal, and were like, he's never gonna use so much of it. Well, not in a traditional build. But, sometimes you, dream larger. Sometimes you want a larger house. And that is why I have a lot of nether coal to support the house size that I want. Didn't really think that went through, did I? Oh well. So whilst I'm doing this, have you checked the internet lately? It seems that, the guy literally called Peter fucking Hungary won. I may eat my words later, but that's what I've read. And I do kind of just find it funny that his name is basically Peter. Oh shit, I should not smelt the fucking rotary calendar. He's called fucking Peter Hungry. I know it's like obviously an actual like real name, you know, obviously. Just kind of funny. And I'm pretty sure Peter is like a Hungarian origin name. Maybe not, but I remember a lot of like historical figures called Peter this, Peter that from that area. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should actually Google things and not just, like, publicly embarrass myself on my own YouTube channel by just saying stuff. Oh, that'll be a smart idea. Why am I not doing it? Okay. By the way, I was recently made aware of... I know, like, some of you, some people here who are more in tune with, like, internet pop culture or whatever are gonna be like, how did you not know about this? But, I'm sorry? There's a channel I recently learned of that is different now. More boring. But there was this channel called, like, Dogs Eating Dogs 6. Which, the channel had, like, you know how, like, the AVGN would scream in his reviews, basically, sometimes when he got angry? Or how, like, some of the other, like, YouTubers would have, like, bits where they get mad? But what if you did that so often that it wasn't really a bit? It was just the tone of all of your videos was you being extremely angry. For those who don't know who I'm talking about, it's the channel where it's like that one clip where it's like, Lois trips on her chest and it grabs her boob. Lame. And it's that video. Because the origin was I was watching something unrelated and I saw the clip and I was like, wait a minute, I've seen this clip a few times. I wonder where it's from. It's quite funny. Though, sadly for me, I came in a bit late to the party, and the person who was doing those videos seems to be doing more like conventional videos, which on one hand, I do get it. Those videos weren't very good. But on the other hand, it's also disappointing. Because I was thinking about this the other day. It doesn't really take that much effort to make like a video essay type video, like a basic one we're talking, right? In terms of video editing, right? Because all you have to do is you have to know how to write a script, sort of. You don't even really need a script. You can just, like, sometimes, depending on what you're doing, especially if you're doing, like, live action stuff, it may sometimes be better to learn improv and to, just, like, have a list of points you want to get across, and then worry about the exact wording as you're, making the review. I don't do this. Basically, almost every single video that I've made is, like, 95% scripted, and then maybe I'll just add something if I remember it, like, as I'm talking in the video, or I'll add something in the end. Or maybe, like, the phrasing that I use in the video isn't exactly what's in the script, because as I'm reading it, I think of a better way to phrase it. That sort of stuff, right? But I am not somebody who can exactly work an entire videos without a script, though, as I hope this channel has showed in all the Let's Play videos, I am capable of, like, talking off the cuff. Also known as rambling. And that's one thing, But another thing I feel is the only real editing skills that you need to do to be a video essayist is to have enough RAM so the video editor doesn't explode. That you have to basically just know how to add images and do very basic image editing and know how to do hard cuts with video. That's basically it, All the fancy shit, like the stupid animations that I did for the top 10 Marios, that's all sort of secondary. Basically, like, that's sort of the thing. I heard somebody complain about this, but most of my video editing really just is hard cuts to related, like, things on the screen. I've never really been the one for, super complicated editing styles, purely because I just feel like it's not me, Not because I wouldn't like to make videos that are super high quality on a visual sense, but because it's kind of difficult, and I do not want to spend 50 years on a video. Because it's a little bit tough. But if I do it like this, hold on. If I need to make this sort of look like it doesn't end on both. Yeah, like this. That's a shot. One thing which I'm a big fan of is the sort of weirdo design of these buildings. But, yeah. That's gonna be it for this episode, though. I know I'm dragging these on a little bit longer, but that's just how I am. See you in the next one when we continue baking. Bye-bye.